Guess who's back, back, back again. Sophie's back. Guess who's back. This is my second episode of Art with Soph. This is a massive painting. If I can get this right, if I can make it look how it looks in my head, it's gonna be honestly my favourite painting that I've ever made. So I'm really trying to take my time with it and really enjoy the process and not rush myself. I always have my best ideas when I'm lying in bed. This painting kind of came to me as like a flash. I'm gonna call it, I normally I don't have names for my paintings at all, and I'm calling this painting the doorway of non-duality, because I feel like all of us have our light side and our dark side, our shadow self and our light self. I don't really know. Being human isn't all it's not all like fairies and rainbows and roses, is it? So this painting is kind of like exploring that idea. The composition is kind of like this archway, but it's not quite big enough for the both of them to go through it separately. So the idea is that in order to go through this portal or this door, the figures have to merge as one. And you can see where this process is beginning, and it begins with like the feet and the clothes that she's wearing. It kind of all morphs into one. I think it's going to look really good if I can get it down the way that I want to. So yeah, anyway, I'll show you guys what I'm getting up to. This is all going to be like painted grass, and then all around the outside of it is going to be like a sort of light pink, I think. I'm really using my intuition a lot here. In between them, I'm actually going to paint Mount Shasta, which is this huge mountain range in California, but it's a really like spiritual mountain that's really well known for like its connections to like ancient civilizations and like all this sort of stuff. I went down a right little rabbit hole with it. It's going to be the sun, and this is the doorway sort of portal area. And for the like dress, I'm going to like mask off the areas and do it like bit by bit. I'm going to paint scrape some like blue teal sort of color. I don't want to lose all of my drawing of all the patterns because it's just going to be really hard to make it super symmetrical again. To prevent that is I'm going to paint this red and then paint scrape over it, so in theory it should still like show through. I got these really nice metallic paints for Christmas which I'm like dying to use, and I'm going to use the gold and I'm going to go over all of this pattern, and the sun is going to be gold too. I'm literally using this tiny little brush to do it all. I know that there's loads of artists out there that kind of use like a bigger brush and then work down smaller, and I've tried so many different ways of painting, but what works best for me works best for me. Another thing that I've been doing lately when I paint is I connect first with my higher self and my angels. I connect with them and I ask them to help me work through my painting, and I ask for their help and their guidance so that I can create this painting to the best of my ability that I can manage. And honestly, like since I've been doing that, I've noticed a massive change in my painting. Like I've literally just been doing that with this painting itself. I don't know, something just feels like a lot easier. I also have been trying not to put as much pressure on myself as well, because that just spoils the fun, and that is just not the vibe. Painting is meant to be something that I really enjoy and that I look forward to, so why would I put so much pressure on myself and turn it into something that's just not fun? It's like a really big lesson for me, I think. We all have an ego, and I have an artist ego that just wants to be seen and like recognised by the world for what I can bring to the table. It's great because it makes me really driven, but also it takes the fun out of it a bit. I am working from a reference, but to be honest, I'm kind of working from it quite loosely. A lot of my colour choices are quite intuitive, and I kind of like to be a bit experimental and kind of like push my colours a bit. I've got my reference in black and white just so I can see like the value. I'm working in acrylic today. I don't think I mentioned that, but I really like acrylic. I can be quite impatient when painting, so I've tried oils a few times, but I like to work in layers as well. Oils just doesn't really do it for me because I don't want to sit there and just wait for paint to dry. With oils just blending all the time, they just blend into one another, and then my paintings get really muddy. I would like to learn how to paint with oils properly. I did buy an online course a while ago, how to paint alla prima with oils, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. To be fair as well, another thing with oils is like I get really lightheaded from using them. I've got linseed oil, which I thought was the least smelly solvent that you can work with, but I find it really overpowering. I don't know why, but my camera quality seems to look like it's been filmed on a like fucking potato today. I think you can get the gist anyway. I've been listening to Theo Von podcasts. I find one thing and I kind of like hyperfixate on it. So right now that is Theo Von. Just absolutely love him. I think he's so funny. I just really appreciate creators like that are like real people. Here's where I'm at. Anybody with a foot fetish is going crazy right now. It's looking good, I think. I'm gonna paint for like another, what time is it? Oh, I don't know. I also listen to audiobooks, and this audiobook by Gabor Mate, fucking hell, what a crazy book. If you're interested in like understanding the body-mind connection and how disease and mental illness and all this stuff that we're just told to deal with, if you're interested in understanding that on a deeper level, I really recommend it. It's such a brilliant audio book. I love Gabor Mate. I think he's honestly one of the best psychologists that there is alive today, and I think his work is really important. Ew, look at my dirty screen. It is actually the next day. I have changed my clothes. I'm not that smelly. It's actually meant to be at work today, but they let me go. I woke up this morning and I had a feeling. I just had a feeling that I wasn't going to be needed today, and I've been really trying to say my affirmations on my way to work when I'm walking, like saying them out loud. And one of my affirmations at the moment is a miracle is going to happen today, and a miracle happened today. We love, we love, we love. I've been painting. I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I've just been like working on the feet still. I've had to stop to make myself some lunch because it's like 12:15, and I've been going for like 2 hours now, and I'm actually really hungry. I'm going to make a panini. Everything is about balance. I tend to like push myself and work really, really hard, especially when it's something that I'm really passionate about, like my painting. I'll just sit there and do that all day. But then I start neglecting myself, and then I start losing focus because like I'm actually really hungry, or I haven't had a drink in like an hour. I need to stop when I need to stop. I'm always learning lessons. Oh, I can see what's happened. I've been struggling with this foot, but now I can see that line. That's way too much. I need to push that back. Actually, same with on this bit of the ankle. See, stepping back and having a little break is so important when you're painting, especially when you're painting something really big, because you sit so close to it and you get all wrapped up. Like that is way too dark. This foot is so much better.